What's up, everybody? Welcome to update number 16, finally. So I spent most of the time doing some little upgrades. I finally got my domain for the game, so that's super sick. And I set up like the email for it, and that's pretty cool too. I also made a new 3D model for the binoculars, so let me show you some of the animations and the models that I made. You can see how amazing they are. So here we have it, the M17 binoculars. Modeled them in Blender, and I did the texture painting with Substance Painter, and they came out really nice. So that turned out great. So let's take a look at the animations that I made. So here we have like the standard idle pose with the binoculars, and I have an animation of him looking in the binoculars. So pretty straightforward. That animation is going to play when the squad leader uses his binoculars. Pretty obvious. So I have that, and then I have some squad leader animations. So when he gives out the command engage in direct fire, it's going to play this animation just so like the people around him, it kind of like adds to the effect. When the squad leader's like open fire, and he like whatever direction he's facing, he's going to do that hand motion. And I also have a hand motion for hold fire, so he puts his hand up like that to indicate to the people in the squad to cease fire. Pretty cool. And I also have an animation for him to order the squad to build something. So he's just like indicating build whatever I commanded like in this area. So it might be like build the machine gun in this area, or start building defenses in this area. I could probably use the animation for both. So they look really cool. So let's. I'm going to jump into Unreal Engine and play the animations in real time, so you can see them in the game. And I also have animations for the radio operator too, so you can see him pull out his phone and like start like saying stuff into the field telephone during an instance like when him and the squad leader are working together. So I'll set this up real quick. Alright, so here's a little test run using the binoculars. As you can see, they zoom in just like a pair of binoculars would. And then I have a little graph on the reticle that is just an authentic visual that is on the M17. So that was pretty cool. I was able to find that, and binoculars work really well. So this will be a great addition to the game. I'm looking forward to that. So here we have the squad leader and the radio operator working together to spot enemy units. So the squad leader will pull up his binoculars and start scanning for any enemy units that he might see, and he'll indicate, oh, there's enemy units over here, so he might initiate a direct fire command. And then the radio operator can switch to his phone, and then he can start relaying information about the enemy to the command and call in airstrikes and artillery and things of that nature. So this is really cool, and I'm excited to finally have this stuff implemented for the game, and it's all looking really great, so that's awesome. Alright, so I got those things implemented, and I'm super happy about that. So for the next week, I think there's a few things that I want to improve about the game. The rifle aesthetic, I think that it could be better, so I'm going to retexture the M14 rifle and make it look a lot cooler, and sprinkle a little bit of my texture magic on that and make it really look great. And then I need to do some animations for the weapon. So there's some animations that I want to do with the rifle. When you shoot the rifle, the bolt needs to come back and eject the shell for each shot. So I need to make that animation. And then I want to make a reload animation. I haven't made that yet, so I want to make 3 different animations. So one animation where the guy finishes shooting and he's fired all of his ammunition, and then he brings up the gun like this and takes the magazine out like that, as one animation. And then another animation, maybe he'll keep the rifle in one hand and take out the magazine and replace it and cock it. And then maybe like a third animation that's a little bit different, to reload. I think the user is going to kind of like have like a more like immersive experience, like having like various types of like reload animations, because you reload so often in the game. I think it'll be cool to have like a bunch of different types of reload animations. And I need to program the reload system so every time you shoot it reduces the amount of ammunition in your magazine, and then when that ammunition hits 0 I need you to not be able to shoot anymore, so I gotta program that. And then if I get that far, I want to implement like the little compass at the bottom of the screen. You'll notice like a lot of games have like a little compass at the bottom, and it'll like north will be like floating around depending on what direction you go or facing. That's something that it needs to be done, so I think I'll probably do that next week. So that's all for this update. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next update video.